So for the first item, guys, you will be asked to play any of those major scales. First, you need to play the parallel major. So in case you play C minor, first you need to play C major. For example, we ask you play C minor, you first will play. Then you recite the steps. So you lower the third, E will become E flat, A would become A flat, and then you play the minor version. Then for the next one, for example, if we ask you to play, let's say E minor, then you will play E major first. You recite your steps, lower the third, G sharp becomes G natural, D sharp becomes C natural, C sharp becomes C natural, and then you play the minor version. So, and you need to do the same for G minor, D minor, A minor. Then, we're gonna see item number 2. So you need to play F or B minor. You know, for those, first you need to block the major version. Then we recite the steps, and then we block the minor version, and then we play the broken minor version. So for example, if we ask you to play F minor, first you're gonna block F major. Then you recite your steps, lower the third, A becomes A flat, D becomes D flat. The leading tone stays the same. Then you block the minor version. And then you play the minor scale. Then we have B minor. For B minor, if we ask you, let's say, play B minor, then you need to play. You recite your steps, lower the third, D sharp becomes C natural, G sharp becomes G natural, and we keep the leading tone, and then we play B minor. Oh, we block B minor, sorry. And that would be everything for item number 2. Then item number 3, B flat minor or A sharp minor, and E flat minor or D sharp minor. So in this case, we need to recite the key signature first. Then we add the 7th degree of the scale, and then we play blocked and then broken. So for example, if we ask you to play B flat minor, B flat minor is the minor relative of D flat major. And D flat major, how many accidentals do we have? We have B flat, we have E flat, we have A flat, we have D flat, and we have G flat. We have 5 flats. So we say B flat minor has 5 flats plus the leading tone, and the leading tone is A natural, right? So we'll play it. Let's see from here. Yes. First blocking. And then we play the broken version. The other example will be E flat minor. In E flat minor, is a minor relative of G flat major. How many accidentals do we have in G flat major? G flat, we have B flat, sorry, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, and C flat. So we have 6, and we need to add a leading tone. So in E flat, the leading tone would be D. And then we block E flat. And then we play E flat major. For item number 4, we have A flat minor or G sharp minor and C sharp minor. So in these scales, those are a little confusing. Those are the last ones we learned. A flat minor, we need to think of A flat major. Is exactly the same fingering. So we play A flat major. If they ask you to play A flat minor, you first need to play A flat major, like this. Then for A flat minor, you just drop the third, C becomes C flat, F becomes F flat, and then you play A flat minor. Then for C sharp minor, it's exactly the same fingering as if you were playing A flat. So if they ask you to play C sharp minor, you first need to play A flat. Let me check. All the instructions are here. So for C sharp minor, we follow the same fingering as A flat, but we need to recite the accidentals of the relative major. So C sharp, relative major is E major. How many accidentals do we have in E major? F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp. And we add B sharp, the leading tone of C sharp, and then we play C sharp with the same fingering. Remember, we finish third finger, third finger, third finger. Now, if they ask you to play F sharp minor, you need to recite the signature, the key signature, and raise 7. So we need to think of A major. So F sharp minor, we need to think of A major. How many accidentals do we have in A major? F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. And we need to play E sharp. That is a 7 degree augmented. The leading tone. I'm sorry guys, I'm having a little trouble. I'm trying to do my best. So now we're gonna play F sharp minor. F sharp minor, we have 4th finger left hand, 3rd finger right hand, and we can block it. So practice this blocking because this blocking is a little weird. And then we play the scale. Then we have all white and black keys augmented and diminished triad. So guys, remember, here the fingering is always the same. If we are playing C augmented, for example. Is it recording? Yes. If we are playing C augmented, then when is right hand different? In which inversion does the fingering change? In first inversion. In first inversion, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 5th finger. I'm sorry guys, I'm trying my best. So the first chord would be C augmented. So I'm using 1, 3, and 5. For the first inversion, I'm using 1, 2, and 5. For the second inversion, I'm using 1, 3, and 5. And for the last, I'm using 1, 3, and 5. So the only inversion that is different is the first inversion in right hand. If I were playing instead of C augmented, I'm playing C diminished, it does the same. The first root position is 1, 3, 5. The first inversion is 1, 2, 5. Second inversion returns the same fingering, 1, 3, 5. And the last one is 1, 3, 5. So guys, and for left hand, the same. For example, if we are playing, let's say, A augmented, the first root position is 5, 3, 1. The first inversion is 5, 3, 1. Second inversion, it changes. Is 5, 2, 1, and then root position 5, 3, 1. So remember this always. Dr. Eller is gonna be checking. If we are playing G diminished, is 5, 3, 1, right? First inversion, we keep 5, 3, 1. Second inversion left hand, it changes. 5, 2, 1. We finish 5, 3, 1. Now remember guys, the pattern that you need to play is the one in the score, then the handout that you have. So if they ask you to play E augmented, right hand is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now you need to remember the groups. I don't remember, so I will check and let you know about the groupings. So guys, for augmented triads and inversions, the grouping for white keys is C, F, and G. We have white, white, black, white, white, black, white, white, black. You see? So the first grouping is C, F, and G. The second grouping would be E, A, and B, because those keys, when we construct, when we build an augmented triad over those pitches, we have the same key colors. We have white, black, white, white, black, white from B, white, black, white. And then the last group is only one key and it's D. D is the only exception, it has white, black, black. So you need to practice in groups, and you need to practice all the keys actually, but we will ask you to play only one of those. So remember guys, take your time, and the important thing for this exercise is to play with a rhythmic pattern. So if we are doing, for example, C augmented, you need to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the same for left hand. For example, in left hand, if they ask you in the second group, let's say to play A augmented, you will play 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. In left hand, the second inversion is when the fingering changes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that would be it. So guys, you basically need to practice all the keys, right, for the augmented and diminished triads, following the handout. For the white keys, diminished chords, I'm sorry guys. Okay, for the white keys, diminished chords, The first group is C and G because they have the same key colors. For example, C has white, black, black. G has white, black, black. Then for the next group, we have D, A, and E. So D is white, white, black. A is white, white, black. E is white, white, black. So that's another group. The third group is only F because F has white, black, white. And the fourth group is B because B is all complete white keys. So I'm telling you to practice in this way because we will ask you only one of each group. And maybe if there is no time, we'll just ask you one of the first group and one of the second group, or maybe one of the first group and maybe we'll skip second group and we'll ask you to play either F or B. Then for the black keys, you just need to practice, you know, all the combinations. So guys, the black keys groupings for the diminished triads, I just found it. So G sharp, F sharp, and G sharp is the first group. So the first group would be C sharp, E G, right? That's the first G sharp, C sharp diminished. So it's black, white, white. F sharp diminished, you see, is black, white, white. G sharp diminished, black, white, white. So that will be our first group. Our second group would be E flat and B flat because they are black, black, white, black, black, white. You see? And that would be for diminished triads. Now I'm gonna, guys. So remember the correct fingering. Remember the day of the jury. You need to have your camera positioned in a way where we can see your fingers. Otherwise, Dr. Adler is not gonna like that. I know it's hard to find. Just try to find the best angle for us to see your fingering and your hands. And obviously, if your face, if we can see a little bit to recognize that are you, right? The one that is playing. I know this is stupid, guys, but we need to do it. So, I think that would be basically it. For the last song, you need to play, I will recommend you, I highly, strongly recommend you to play Moonlit Shores because it's the last song we learned. And yeah. Allegretto is hard and it's tricky. I would ask you to go for the sure thing, but some of you play Allegretto perfectly, very well. I'm very proud of you guys. So if you want to play Allegretto, you can go for Allegretto. And one of you, I think Hilda, told me that will play Toccatina. So it's up to you guys. I would just recommend you to play whatever feels more comfortable. Let's do our last effort. We're almost there. And things should be fine. I wish you the best. I'm gonna send you the Zoom invitation soon. And please, if you have any question, just let me know. I'm here to help you. If you want to send me additional videos to check how you're doing, you're very welcome. I will give you feedback. So far, most of you are doing amazing. Some of you, I'm still waiting for your videos. As long as you send me the videos before the 12th, before the jury, you will be fine. After the jury, I will have to take some points off. But if you do a perfect jury, I may be some forgiving with if you are missing some videos, okay? The most important thing, guys, is for you to be safe and to learn something. That's the whole point of being at school. To learn something that will be meaningful for you and will help you in the future. So I wish you the best.